I have done more posts on social media than most people will do in a fucking year. And pardon my French, but I can taste the blood in the water. And I'm excited. The feeding frenzy is about to begin, and I am so ready for this. This one's a big one. This one's a big one. Oh, what a week it has been. Okay, weekend was big. Made a few connections, made a few networks that led me from one avenue to another avenue to another avenue. It subsequently led me to partnering up with a few people who have got a lot of stock in the books, which they need help selling off because, well, they don't have the time, or whatever reason there may be, they use agents like myself to sell off the stock that they'd have. Now, this is part of what I was doing in Adelaide, and it's part of what I'm going to be doing going forward as well. Now, this is something I can do while I list and sell residential real estate on the side, but the avenue that I'm pursuing now, I have a very clear direction of where I'm going. I know what I want, I know how to get there, and now I just have to keep going on the direction and the path that I'm on. Now, one thing that I've decided to do is get rid of the Friday video, the Friday show, and instead make it a video series that's going to be about real estate, all the different things, but instead of adhering to a strict Friday schedule, until and unless I am satisfied with the quality of the video, I will not put it out. When I say quality of the video, I don't just mean the aesthetics, I also mean the content and the message of the video. I'm not just going to put things out for the sake of it. Over the last 8 weeks that I've learned of posting multiple things every single day, I have done more posts on social media than most people will do in a fucking year. And pardon my French, but I can taste the blood in the water. And I'm excited. The feeding frenzy is about to begin, and I am so ready for this. My appetite is nowhere near been fed, and I am chasing that down. That fire that I was chasing, it hadn't really diminished, but I was holding it back. I just had to let loose. I have decided to let loose and go forward with all the ferocity that I possibly can. Don't let anyone goddamn deter you from what you're doing. Everybody thinks they've got the silver bullet. I think I've got the silver bullet, but nobody has the silver bullet for you except for you. What works for one person will not work for somebody else. You have to find your own way is what I'm going to tell you right now. The other thing I'm going to say is blood in the streets is coming. I am seeing all the telltale signs from every single thing that I'm listening to and every single thing that I'm consuming. All is indicating towards, and not just from what I'm consuming on the digital space, but what I'm seeing on the ground, talking to everyday people. There is a bloodbath coming across this country, and please heed my warning, prepare yourself. It's going to get a whole lot worse. I don't mean it's just all doom and gloom. I mean, if you're not prepared for it, you are going to suffer. But you can use this as an opportunity to make you so much fucking money that you will be set up for the next 10 years. 10, I'm not going to say life, at least for the next 10. The opportunities that you are going to see over the next 12 months, after this financial period, after these tax returns, after all of this, come into the last 2 quarters of this year, especially in the last quarter of this year, I'm telling you, we're going to see an absolute bloodbath. If you are somebody who already has money, you already know what's coming. I'm going to break down a lot more over the next coming weeks and teach you guys how I'm going to plan on capitalizing using the downturn that we're going to experience. All indicators are pointing towards a recession or a possible, there's just so much happening. I'm talking about the possible collapse of the US dollar. I'm talking about the mortgage cliff that Australia is facing come end of August. I'm talking about the recession, a global recession that we're possibly facing. We're talking about, I'm talking about everything that's gonna be happening. You just need to keep your eyes and ears open and be ready and brace for the impact. Hold your breath and hang on. Because you're about to take a cold plunge into freezing cold waters. And if you don't have the breath in your lungs to keep you solid, you're going to panic and it's going to be obvious. Every now and then, we go through these cycles in the world that I've been hearing about and I've witnessed. You go through cycles of downturns and upturns. These are the opportunities where you can really make a difference in your wealth and really grow your asset portfolio. Now, whether it's acquiring businesses that are struggling, whether it's going to be acquiring housing that is going to be on a fire sale, whether it's going to be about investing in stocks that are going to trade below market value, whether it's going to be about investing into the S&P where the market goes down. I don't know. Everything that I consume right now, in my gut feeling, is that we are in for a shit show in this last half of the year, especially coming towards the end of the year. And I am ready for it. I'm going to try to build up as much capital as possible, get my finances and all my ducks in a row, and be ready to pull the trigger the moment the opportunity strikes. But so far, week 8 has been very fruitful. I've acquired plenty of possible listings, plenty of opportunities to make money. I've networked with a lot more people as well, which has been very handy. Fitness is going really well. My mentality is about as clear as it's ever been. I'm working on a few things which I can't talk about publicly just yet. Even the people who are closest to me have no idea. So if you're watching any of this, you're going to see a lot more things coming out of me, coming out from my end over the next few weeks. And it's just something I have to do. If I'm seeing opportunities to further myself, not just in the short term but the long run, I'm going to take those opportunities. And that's as and when I take those opportunities, once it's been concreted, I will tell you why and my thought processes behind it. It's not going to be foolish mistakes. They're all calculated risks and all calculated decisions. You cannot make decisions based on emotion. Emotions play a part of it, but you have to look at all the numbers, you have to look at the facts, you have to look at what the long-term goal is. So week 8 has been an overall success. Like I said, I've secured listings. I've got more stock coming on that I can start talking about. If you follow me on the other social medias, that's Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, I post way more frequently on there than I do on YouTube. Now, that's where you're going to see a lot more day-to-day life stuff. Look, once I formalize the paperwork on everything, I'll talk more about it publicly next week as well. You'll probably get the week 9 update. But things are happening, and it's moving at a pace that I wasn't mentally... I wanted this pace. I wasn't 100% sure that if I would be able to pull it off. And I think I can. And I think I've just proved it. Let everybody chase the fish that they're chasing. You might try to chase one gigantic fish. You might try to chase 100 million little small fish. You might try to catch some of the small middle ranking ones. I chase it all. That's how I do things. It's my motto, everything all at once. It's, I don't know, it sounds crazy, but when you really focus your time and energy, and I mean like really drill down on what your opportunities are and where you can capitalize on things, they start presenting themselves. You start seeing things that you didn't see previously. So what I would suggest to you is get your mind right. Your body will follow what your mind does. But you have to start envisioning what you want for your future. You have to start envisioning it, because the moment you start picturing what you want as clear as day, you are going to start speaking in a way that will communicate that. And when you speak it in the way that communicates what you truly want, people can receive that and will be able to deliver back to you. Now, by no means am I saying that all of this can't be ripped away in this matter of seconds. It very well could. It very well could all disappear within a moment. And it doesn't faze me, because I will find another way to keep going and keep doing more and keep getting back to where I am and keep going ahead and ahead and ahead. Because I just don't quit. That's the secret to all of it. Don't goddamn quit. Keep chasing those goals. Keep chasing those dreams. So far, I've got a few more settlements coming in now, which is great. So money's being accumulated. So if you remember 8 weeks ago, I started with nothing. Now I've probably got, I don't want to say anything publicly just yet until the paperwork is signed up and once I actually start selling things. But I've essentially 10x'd what I was doing. So, 10 times 0 is always 0, but still. So I've got this stock. Now I've got to actually sell the stock to actually get paid. Now becomes the fun part. So now that I actually have the stock to start talking about, now that I actually have the resources and the marketing and all of those things in place. And looking at partner up and conjunct with a few other people as well on these things, because I've always believed you never get rich on your own. You have to work with a variety of different people who you can learn from. I'm looking to get into mentorship with a few people as well. Hopefully some of those things pan out. Amazing. That's what I want. Yeah, let's make it happen, guys. That's a wrap up of week 8. And if you have any questions that you want me to specifically answer, please put it in the comments or reach out to me, my socials, or call me or do something and let's have a chat, because it is all possible. Look, I know what my goals are, but they might not be the same goals as you, but I want to help as many people find their vision so that they can pursue it. That's part of what I want to do as well. So let me know what you're into. Let me know how I can help. If there's anything I can add value to, if I can be a little hype man, I'm going to be a hype man. If that's what you need, that's what I'll do. Yeah, reach out, engage, communicate, and let me know what you're thinking. Bye for now.